Hello and welcome to this video. I am Delight Omeje, the corporate tech guy, and in this particular video, I'll be showing you just exactly how to create this beautiful, amazing design with your smartphone using Pixellab. So this particular motivation design was created using Pixellab. So going straight into the design, um, so first of all, this is the image, the design, and I'm going to be creating things according to how it should go. So first of all, I'll have to make use of the size. If you look at this, you'll notice that this particular design is not a square size. So I used a standard Instagram post size, which is 4 by 3. So you come over to this fourth um editing icon, you click on image size. So we're going to make it 1080 by 1350 pixels. So this is a standard size. So it's 4 by 5. Sorry, not 4 by 3. This is standard size for an Instagram post. Click on OK. So you can see this. If I increase the size, it's supposed to fit in. Yeah. So that's it. So the next I'll do is to get my background color. So I'm going to be picking my color from this particular design. I'm going to pick in the colors. So still here, click on a color. I'm going to make use of a gradient. A gradient. A gradient is a combination of more than one color in one. So I'll click on the plus icon. So to get what I want, I'll click on this third stuff right here. So this third one. So by the way, you can actually adjust how you want your layout of gradient to be by simply moving things like this. So but this third one is just the perfect size or the perfect style I'm looking for. So click on your color picker, click on this eyedropper tool. So I'll click on the image I want to pick the color from. So I want to pick a dark color from this color combination. So I want a dark color. So let me click this. Yes. So I think this color is dark. I'll click on OK. Then I'll click on the second one. This far end. Click on the color and eyedropper. So pick a lighter part of it. Let me drag it to this place. Okay. I think this is good. So now this is the background I'm using. This is how the background color looks. Click on OK. So now you can see how my background is. So the next I'll be doing is to bring in my subject, the image I'll be making use of. So I'll come over to this, click on import. So image is just right here. Okay. So I have this. This is the image I'm making use of for this particular design. So to ensure that it fits into the original size, what I'll do is this my initial design. I'll come over here to relative size, increase it to 100%. Okay. Then click on relative position. So yes, then I'll lock it. Sorry, click on lock. So now it can no longer move. Then I'll bring this my image and try to size it according to the original one. So I'll just try to size it according to the original one. I think this is close enough. Okay. Let me just increase the size a little. Okay. So adjust the position. Yeah, good. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to bring in my shape, the shape that's going to be at the back. So you come to this third icon, click on shapes. So we'll adjust the shape to our taste. You bring it here, you drag the size. Let's adjust this. You drag this downward as well. So then for color, we are going to be picking the same kind of green we used. It's like a lemon green. So you click on the plus icon, click on this eyedropper to click on this background, and then select the green. Okay, good. We're not stopping here. So to make the edges to be curved, you click on your radius, you adjust the radius. So I think 20 is fine. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll bring this guy, touch this guy, bring him to the front. Yes, good, good, good. So what's the next thing to do? So let me bring this to the front. So I'll be seeing it. So it's now to put my text. So don't quit. So I'll make this blind and come over to my text. By the way, let me lock this remaining two elements so they will not move. So come over to my text, click on plus, new text. So double click on it. Let's change the text. So don't. Please ensure that when typing, don't leave extra space at the end of your text. It might alter the balance of your text. So any extra space, try to delete it. Okay. So I have this. So increase it to the size. Then come over to color. I'll give it a color. Okay, before I give it color, let me give it font first. Come over to my font. So the font I used for this particular design is a very popular font in design. It's called Bebas New. So Bebas New. Okay, let me just search it. Bebas. So Bebas New. This is it here. So that's the font. Click on Bebas New. Okay. So this is it. Then let me make this bold again. So I'll try to increase the size to fit in. By the way, I'll have to reduce the spacing, the letter spacing, so that they'll come together and give me better results. Okay, so go over to size, increase it. Um, okay, so let's leave it as this. So now, sorry. So to make this particular text have the same color style of what I have here, let me undo. So what I'm going to do is come over to my color. Now we're going to make use of two colors on this design. So two colors. The first is going to be the deep green, which is on the background. Then second is going to be a transparent color. So for the first, what you're going to do is you come over to this place, you select the DO, which is what we're looking for. DO. You click on the plus icon. You click on this eyedropper tool. You click on this background. Then you select, okay, no, from our main background, let me select any piece of color here. Yes, this is good. So for this latter part, I'm going to make use of a transparent color. How do I do this? Click on plus icon, then you drag this transparency part to the fullest and click on OK. So now let me make this blind. So this is how it looks like. It's a full text, but only the O is showing. So to now ensure that the other part, which is transparent, shows, what you go over to do is go over to your transparent, to your stroke. You give a stroke, click on enable. So now as you click on enable, you can see it came out very thick. So we reduce the stroke to 1. Let me say 1. So let's make the stroke the same color with this. So now you have this. You can see, so everything is turning out in shape. Come over to this place, make it visible again. So the next is quit. So let's blind this. Click on this don't, click on copy, click on copy. Now we're going to write quit with this text. So double click and write quit, QUIT, make it bold and capital letters. So now if you look at this quit is looking small compared to this. And remember in your graphic design principle I said they have to be balanced in this. So rather than just putting it under anyhow like a random designer, As a pro that you are, all you do is you increase the size to suit in to balance the main text. Increase the size. So as you're increasing the size, if you are confused or you are not getting it right, you click on this particular icon here to get your grid line. So once you click on it, your grid line appears, then you edit it. Once you click on this grid line with settings, you'll be able to edit it. Then you drag this to this place, you drag this to this place. Good. Then we'll now begin to check to see if your text is on the same alignment with them. If not, you adjust it a bit. I think this is good. So I'll come over here, centralize my text. Click on this, also centralize it. You can see it was not even centralized. So good. Now remember, our emphasis is not on the QI. Our emphasis is on the IT. So it will give us do it. So then I'll come over to our colors. So let me make everything to be green. Then select this QI, maybe QU rather, and make it transparent. So you can see you've still gotten the same answer or the same result. So then this guy, you just bring this guy to the front. So everything is taking shape. Coming back to this particular design, what do we need to know about it? Okay, so add the next text, just click on this. So to add the text, first thing we're going to do is to bring in a shape where the text will rest on. So bring in this shape, we adjust it. I think this is good. Come over to color, give you this color. Good. Then we're going to bend this shape a bit. Okay. If you're not accurate at bending, you can come over to rotate. So let me make it 4. I think 4 is fine. So then I'll bring in, come over to my text, create a new text again. I'll write just. So the font I'm going to be using for this just, click on my font, is called, it's called Stretch Pro. So you type Stretch Pro, click on OK. So this is how it is. Then what you do is come over to your rotate. Remember, initially the shape was rotated to -4. So you rotate the text to -4 to fit in and balance things on your design. So you make this at the center. You also click this the shape. Then you make this at the center. Good. Things are taking shape. But now, as a designer, you make things look ultra realistic that even your audience will not be able to detect error. So what we're going to do to make this thing look more realistic, you click on this shape for it not to join together with this DO and people to just assume like there was a distortion. You give it a little bit of shadow. So you come over to shadows, click on enable. Now if you look at automatically by default, the shadow that will be there is this black shadow. You can see this black shadow is very thick. So to make it light, what we're going to do is click on this plus icon. You reduce the opacity of the black. You can see it. So let's bring it down to, let me say, 120. Let's leave at 119 if I cannot hit 120. So reduce. I think this 120 is even much. So click on the plus icon again. Reduce it to 80. I think this 80 is fair enough. So the offset, let's make this -10, and then make this to be +10. So I still do not really like the shadow. So probably what I'll do is increase the blur radius. No, I'll just have to reduce the opacity again. Most times I like working with 40. 40. I think 40 is cool. Yeah, 40 is cool. So you can still adjust this to your taste. So let me just make this -8 and make this plus 8 or plus 5. Yes, this is cool. So then the next thing we are doing is, okay, mentality 2026. So using the same font, undo, using the same font type, mentality 2026. Reduce the size, click on the color, give it this, yes, good. Then come over to shapes, you adjust your shapes, increase the blur radius, the radius rather. Then what you're going to do is you reduce the opacity of your shape, reduce it to the lowest. So almost the same thing we are doing for our text is what we're doing for our shape. Then increase the radius or the stroke of your shape rather. Then you adjust it to fit your choice. Yes, this is cool. Perfect. So I just make this color to be this green, although it may not really show. But notwithstanding, as a designer, you focus on things people don't really focus on. Shows that you're a pro. Okay, so we are done with this. Let's make this bold again. What else? So we're almost done with the design. Probably two more things. You come back to this your main character. You give it some element of shadow. Click on your shadows. Enable it. Let's give it this 40. This 40 is not good enough. Let's give it the second one. Okay. Reduce this. Let's increase the blur radius and then bring it down a bit. Yes, good. Perfect. So the next thing we're going to do is undo. You come over to this same text. So to create that nice effect created around it, you click on copy. You make this straight. Then you increase the size, and just put it here. You can see. Just create this nice view. Then you bring this, you rotate it this way. Just keep it here. You know, yeah. So a few more things we'll do to spice up this design. This guy is looking too ordinary as he's standing here. So what we're going to do is we want to create this dark feel, and this in photography we call it vignette effect. So you come over to this third icon, click on shapes. Now we have this shape. You drag it, you reduce the size a bit. Then you come over here to your colors. Click on gradients. We're going to create in the form of gradients that will help us harmonize this. So first of all, you click the regular color you're working with, but this is not the final result we're looking for. So click on your plus icon. Now you click on this second one, or you can just do it manually, but I prefer using ready-made templates. This second one. So click on it. Then the colors we're going to working with is this. You drag this way. Click on your plus icon. You drag this forward. Then you make it transparent. For this particular one, um, we're going to reduce the opacity, but not to the fullest. So now look at this effect we've created. The bottom part has the real color, the middle one has a fainted version, and the foremost part is totally transparent. Let's click on OK and see how it appears. You can see, how it looks. You can see how it looks. So what you just have to do is bring this stuff to the front. Yes, so it will be here. Good. You can come over to color filter, reduce your brightness. Good. So almost done. The next thing we'll just do is to add the text. So what I did is, other than typing, the motivational whatever, just come over to here. Pixellab already have a series of this quotation sign up here. Pixellab already have a series of quotes. So you click on it. Now you can see a lot of them. You just select one. So I have this, reduce the size. Let me come over here to lock these things. So they stop moving. Okay. Now coming back to this, you reduce the size. Then let's align this thing to the left. Good. Okay. Yes. So for this particular this thing, the font I used in the main design is this font called Montserrat. Montserrat. So it's one of the most popular fonts in graphic design. Montserrat. Yeah. Click on it. Okay. Let me click on medium. Good. So let me just reduce the size a bit. Yes. So then you put your signature. Put your signature, which is mine's corporate tech guy. Corporate tech guy. Good. So the font I normally use for my signature is this font called Billy Ashley. I think I have it here. Okay. Billy Ashley. So let me increase the size. Yeah. So adjust this. Good. Centralize this. So centralize this. Reduce the size. Well, now if you look at this particular um signature, you notice that some part of this T was cut. What you do to make it show is come over to padding, increase the padding on the left, on the right. So reduce the line spacing. Okay, you adjust it. Good. So with this, I've completed the design. Oh, I think one more thing, which is the background. To make it now, if you look at this design, if you look at the background, you see this sort of stripe on it. So to give it the stripe, just come over to this final one, which is for filters. Click on stripe. You can see there are multiple stripes. But as a designer, you don't do things anyhow just because you see them. We're going to make it look sweet. So what we're going to do is this repeat to reduce the number of repeats. So let me increase it a bit, yes, to 3. Reduce the alpha. Very well. Now we can see it looks so cool. So with this, you are done with the design. Click on save, PNG, Ultra to get the best quality. So thank you so much for watching this video. Do ensure you like, you subscribe, and also share to others to enjoy the video. Thank you, and you're done with your design.